Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome back to the Whole Sounds with your boy Malcolm Lee. What it do? Today we're about to get into something pretty dope and pretty useful. So I'm working on a track with the homie. I sent him some stems and he's just now getting into beat making and production. He did some cool stuff, so he's wondering how to send stems back to me so that we can still work in this quarantine that we're in right now. So I told him I'll make a video for him and I'll upload it the next day. So I'm gonna send him this video a little early before y'all get it. But really, this is something very common, and it's a common question that I get in Studio One. So today we are gonna be learning how to properly export your stems and send it to somebody. And it does not matter what program these people are using, whoever you're sending it to, they will be able to open it. And if they're using Studio One, they'll be able to just open the file and just get to it. So stay tuned. Okay, so I have my Studio One track open here. It's a beat that I made right here. So we're gonna do this in a couple steps. So step number one, we are going to rename our track. That should be the first thing you do. You can hit rename. I just like to save as. So that was 4. I'm gonna call this stems. All right, so now that our track is renamed, the next thing we want to do is we want to play our song and we want to make sure that none of these tracks are clipping. So I'm going to come here to the loudest portion of my song. I'm going to press play and I'm just going to ensure that nothing here is clipping. If any of these were clipping or if I was seeing the red line on any of them, what I would do is I would select my top track, I would hold shift, select my bottom track, and I would just turn everything down. But that's not necessary right now. All right, step number 3, we want to make sure we want to export any MIDI data that we have. So right now I don't have any MIDI data. I don't have any MIDI instruments. You can see that everything is all audio. I've already exported my MIDI and we'll save that for another video for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. So since my MIDI is all exported, step number 4 is I'm gonna bounce all of my tracks so that they all start in the beginning of the timeline. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm gonna hit Control A so that everything is highlighted, and then I'm gonna hit Control B to bounce all of my tracks. And then you'll notice that when these tracks are finished bouncing, they'll all be going to the very beginning of the timeline. What this is gonna do is this is gonna ensure that if you're sending your stems to anybody else who's not using Studio One, that they'll just be able to drop the stems in, put your tempo in, and they will be good. All right, so you notice how now everything is going all the way to the beginning of my timeline. So if anybody takes these tracks or these stems, no matter what they do, if they toss it into any project, they're all gonna start right on point, even if they have the wrong tempo. Okay, step number 5 is save to new folder. This is just lovely. I love that you could do this in Studio One. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save to a new folder. This is called stems. This is my original folder that I'm in. So I'm actually gonna go out to this mother folder right here, and I'm gonna save a new folder. So notice that this is called 03042020 stems. What I'm gonna do to make this super easy on anybody else that's using it is I'm gonna go ahead and put in the tempo. And if I knew the key of the song off top, I would also type in the key of the song. So let's go ahead and save, and it's going to save it to a new folder. Beautiful. So what this is going to do is this is going to take any files that you've used in your project, and it's going to save all those files to a new folder. So if anybody opens it up with Studio One, or if somebody just wants to open up the stems, it ensures that every single file that you've used on your computer, whether it be on a different hard drive or the main hard drive or a C drive or anything, it doesn't matter. It's going to take all those files, it's going to put them all into one so that you have no problems opening it up. So let's go ahead and hit our desktop. Let's go to my sample drive. We'll go to Studio One, artist, Malcolm. Oops, that's my cousin right there. We're actually gonna go to Malcolm, quarantine. And you see we have a folder right here. And in the folder, if I open up my media, I have all the stems right there. If I were to take these stems and drag them, you can see that your stems are right there. So if somebody does not have Studio One, they can just get everything from the media file. And if they do have Studio One, they can just open this up and it's gonna have everything they need nice and clean. From here, what I'll do is I'll right click this, add it to archive, I'll zip it up. And right here, you can see we have a clean zip folder, BPMs is on it, perfect stems for you to send somebody to either mix your beat, to collab, or maybe somebody bought your beat and they're asking you for the stems, so you wanna know what to do. This is it right here, tried and true, super easy method. Send this to them through Google Drive and you're done. All right, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I hope you learned something from the bottom of my heart. If you did, and if you want to learn more, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep coming out with more videos as they come. And thank you so much. Peace and blessings. And I'm out.